What's up guys, my name is Marco, or you can call me Martoni. Welcome to my channel. This is just the beginning, a bunch of anime content, but today we are focusing on someone who might be your new best girl. So right away this episode starts off from the preview of the last episode where Subaru wakes up in his bed. He's looking around, you see the figures, one of them kind of looks like Emilia, I don't know if you spotted that. But I was thinking from the end of the last episode that Subaru would remember everything that happened in his isekai life. But it turns out he completely forgot everything, and he wasn't reminded later on until he heard Emilia's voice when he was sitting on the chair with his dad. So right after Subaru wakes up and his dad jumps on him, which we later find out that his name is Kenichi? Kenichi, yeah, that's what it is. It reminded me a bit of going way back, but Ichigo's dad from Bleach. He was kind of like a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Did kind of whatever he wanted, acted like a child all the time. But that's really cool to see, because we don't see too many parents in any anime besides probably Slice of Life, maybe. So Subaru walks downstairs for breakfast just to meet his two parents, and this is the first moment we see of Subaru's mom. And the first moment I saw her, I was thinking, oh, of course she has a ponytail, because every mom in every anime has a ponytail. And you know what that means? They die. We don't know what happened to Subaru's mom, I'm just messing around. But she served him a giant bowl of peas, and the next conversation is kind of interesting because we find out a little bit of how his mom and his dad speak to each other, how they kind of play around all the time. So Subaru asks his mom, why didn't you get any peas? And she says, because I don't like them, pretty much. And he asks his dad, well, why don't you do it? And he's like, well, we share the same dislikes and likes. And I'm like, okay. So after this whole breakfast scene, Subaru goes back to his room and he's thinking about school, and he's like, nope, no way in hell I'm going. So his dad comes in and he wants to speak to him, or he says, let's go on a walk. So Subaru and him go out on a walk. So after walking for a bit, Subaru and his dad go ahead and go to a park where they go to sit down and have heart-to-heart. Subaru ends up hearing Emilia and Rem's voice, kind of showing him that he's a better person than he thinks he is. And that's pretty much what his dad's saying. His dad never gave up on him, his mom never gave up on him. Subaru always felt guilty because he wasn't living up to expectations like everyone thought he should. He starts breaking down, and he realizes that all these people are here for him. His mom, his dad, Rem, Emilia, all his other friends. He kind of cheers up a bit, and then on the way home, he does his Subaru pose. You know what you know what I mean. So after the meetup with his dad, they go their separate ways. Subaru goes to get ready for school, and he sees his mom. As he's getting ready for school and he leaves, his mom's following him. And she says she's just going to the convenience store, but we all know that she just wants to see him off because he seems better. Now, this last part is super important because when he's speaking to his mom, right before they depart, he goes to school, she goes to the convenience store, she says goodbye. And Subaru remembers back, right, if you can remember the first episode, right as he's going out of the convenience store in the first episode, before he gets transported to the other world, he never said goodbye to his mom. So you usually say itakimasu, tadaima. You guys know this. But he never said that. And then he has a flashback remembering that. And this part, which was really good, I really liked it a lot, where he finally says goodbye. And at this moment, you kind of realize, if you didn't realize before, that this whole thing was a test. It was part of the test that him and Emilia walked through the ruins. But I had the feeling like this was a test that he had to pass, conquering his past, and at this moment he did it. Now, as Subaru is getting ready to walk through the classroom door, because he did not go to school for a long time, so he was probably very nervous, but he was ready to go for it. He opens the door and he sees Echidna, and at that moment, I was like, yep, passed the test. And she said, you did it quicker than I thought you would. So as you guys know, we were introduced to Echidna about an episode or two ago, and I get the feeling that she is not the bad person that we thought she is. Like in all these openings and all her creepy ass smile, everything, she looks, she looks fucking crazy. But we saw the tea party. That was pretty lighthearted. Rosewall kind of had like it felt like he had a high opinion of her. That she wasn't like the bad witch that everyone made her out to believe. All the witches, just like back in the day, witches were seen as negative even though they were just normal people. But she said, you passed the test quicker than I thought. So after this, what I'm guessing is he ends up going back to the world, and then we're gonna go through Emilia's side. So all in all, I think this episode was great. It wasn't the season hasn't been action-packed yet. Subaru hasn't died yet. I know we're used to seeing Subaru die like every other episode pretty much, but so far we're good. I do look forward to the next episode. It is probably going to be about Emilia's trial. Not as exciting as Subaru, because obviously I think we care about, unless you're an Emilia fanboy or girl, which you could probably just close this video right now, Ram's best girl or Subaru's mom. But I look forward to it. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe and like if you like this. Next week I'm going to be doing a video about how to get your normie friends into anime, so stay tuned and I will see you next time. Peace.